Hello everybody, and I am here back reading another scary story. Because last time I had a lot of fun, and it did pretty well, because I know that I at least scared someone. Okay, so this is another weirdly placed ad. So it says, Jar of Hearts is a scary story about a young man who meets a girl that seems to be very religious. Things start to go wrong when they try to arrange to go out on a date. It is supposed to be a true story. This is supposedly true. So, let's get this started. My high school teacher told us a scary story that he claimed was true. He said it happened to a good friend of his that was living in rural Arkansas. One day, the guy was shopping in the supermarket when he happened to bump into a girl in the checkout line. They started talking and seemed to really hit it off. The girl was very pretty and she had a nice personality. She also seemed to be a religious girl, which is exactly the type of girl the guy was looking for. They exchanged numbers, and a few days later, the guy called her. He began to call her every evening, and they would have long conversations that lasted deep into the night. She seemed to be the perfect girl, and the guy started falling head over heels in love with her. The only strange thing was that she ended every phone conversation with a prayer. Eventually, they decided to go on a date. The girl called him and told him to come to her house to pick her up on Saturday night. She told him that he had to come exactly at 7:30 p.m., not a minute later. She said that if he was even a minute late, she would break up with him and he would never see her again. I was a little shocked by this, but he really liked the girl, so he agreed to be there at 7:30 sharp. Right off the bat, that's kind of strange. Let's see what this ad is. It's got a whale. Alright. However, the guy coached Little League Baseball on Saturdays, and on that particular Saturday, he had a big game. He couldn't get anyone to substitute for him. The game was supposed to end at 7 p.m., and the girl didn't live far away. So if he hurried, he would be there in plenty of time. When Saturday arrived, the guy coached the baseball game, but it lasted longer than expected. The guy was getting a little nervous, but he still figured he had plenty of time. When the game ended, he took a quick shower and changed his clothes. He was just about to leave when disaster struck. He found out that 3 of the kids' parents hadn't arrived to pick them up. He was going to have to drop the kids home. Nobody else could do it. The guy flew into a panic. He really didn't want to miss his Dottie with the nice girl. He told the kids to hop into his car, and he drove off as fast as he could. After quickly dropping off the first 2 kids, he decided that the third kid's house was too far away, so he left the kid on the road and begged him to walk home on his own. The guy felt really guilty about it, but he was desperate to get to the girl's house. When he finally arrived at her house, it was almost 8 p.m. He knocked on the front door, and a 40-year-old woman answered it. She said she was the girl's mother, and she told him the girl was angry that he was late and didn't want to see him. The woman ordered him to go away and leave them alone. The guy tried to apologize and reason with her, but the woman just slammed the door in his face. The guy's heart sank. He went home sad and dejected. It's supposed to be rejected? I don't know. Maybe I can put the definition of dejected up? Okay, maybe that makes a little more sense for you. I have not Googled it at the moment, so I have no idea. A few days later, he was watching the local news when he saw a story about some missing children. A picture of a house flashed up on the TV screen. Home Depot. And it looked familiar. He realized it was the girl's house. Just then, there was a knock on the door. When he answered, he found 2 policemen standing on his doorstep. They asked him if he knew the girl, and when he said he did, they told him they wanted to come inside and ask him some questions. The police informed him they had arrested the girl he had been trying to date. They also arrested the 40-year-old woman who lived with her. The woman was not her mother. The policeman said the woman and the girl were members of some sort of satanic cult. They were engaging in human sacrifice. When they searched their house, the cops found remains of a number of missing children. There was blood all over the walls and body parts stuffed in the refrigerator. In the basement, they found the creepiest thing of all. It was a jar of hearts labeled with the name of the missing kids. was also an empty jar beside it. The empty jar also had a label on it. The police told the guy that his name was written on it. It turned out that the girl had invited him on a date because she wanted to lure him to her house. She insisted that he get there at 7:30 p.m. because they were going to kill him in a ritual human sacrifice. The ritual apparently had to be executed at precise timing. The fact he turned up late was what saved him from being murdered. That's supposedly true. Well, I was kind of short, so I guess we'll do another one. Even better. This is the list. I don't know if you guys would want to see any of them, or want me to read them. You guys hold it. Oh, flashlight tag. That game's really fun. Why don't we go, Annie? Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. I've read this one. This is really... I know the backstory, so once it's over, I will read it. Annie, are you asleep? I'm gonna not read out anything, because I think it just goes back and forth until the end. Should be hard to tell, and you can read it on the screen if you need to. Annie, are you asleep? David, no, I can't sleep. I'm studying. What's your excuse? I think I heard footsteps on the gravel outside. See the ad. Okay. Get your dad to check it out. I'm home alone. I told you before, my parents are on holiday, remember? Really? Till when? We should hang out. It really sounds like footsteps. Being home alone can be scary. Look out the window. Maybe you'll see someone looking in at you. Lol. Not funny, David. Chill, I'm sure it's nothing. David, there's someone in the garden. What, really? Yes, I can see a man. What's he doing? Standing in the bushes. He has his back to me. I can't see his face, David. This is serious. What should I do? Nothing. Maybe he'll go away by himself. This guy puts in so many smiley faces. OMG. He's turning around. What does he look like? David! Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. This isn't funny. What? How are you doing that? What are you talking about? I can see that it's you, in my garden. How are you riding on here without your phone? Andy, now you're scaring me too. I'm definitely not in your Check out the ad. Well, that dog's good enough. I'm definitely not in your garden. Whoever that is, it's not me. David, stop playing around. I can see your face. And you're wearing that stupid football jacket you're so proud of. Dogs. Honestly, Annie, I'm at home. I wouldn't play around like that. Why doesn't he just send her a picture? It has to be you, David. Playing a sick prank. How else could he be wearing your jacket? There are lots of jackets like that. You just have me on your mind. Doesn't that jacket have your name on the back? Yeah, everybody on the team got one with their name on it. I can see your name. What? What the heck is going on, David? Annie, my jacket is here in my closet. He saw me. Why does he smile like that? He's coming. Call the cops. Annie, pick up. Okay, I've called the police. I told them there's an attempt to break in progress at your place. They said they're on their way, but it'll take about half an hour. Annie, hear that? It'll take half an hour for the cops to get there. At least the police station's like 10 minutes away. And I know they're completely backed up for 20 minutes. It's in the house. Can't talk. Have to be quiet. Lights off. I'm in a closet with a knife. Hard to type. Shaking too much. Why does she put those dots? Oh, does that mean it's like a different text? No. I think it's just put in there for like atmosphere. Well, if you notice, I read faster when it gets to like intense parts, so. Hang in there, Annie. The police will be there in 20 minutes. Do you know where he is? No, it. The way it looked at me. No person could look like that. Does it know where you are? No, I grabbed the knife when I saw it coming towards the house. When I heard it breaking in, I hid in the closet. Okay, good. He'll be fine. The police will be there soon. Oh gosh, it's calling out to me. It doesn't sound like you, David. Its voice is so deep, filling the house, filling my head. What is it saying? It's saying, "Come out, Annie. I just want to look at you." It keeps repeating that over and over. Have I gone insane, David? Is this what madness feels like? Just 10 more minutes, Annie. Keep it together. You're strong. It's coming up the stairs, ever so slowly. Why does it look like you, David? Why you? I don't know, Annie. Please believe me. Can you make it stop? Please, make it stop. I would if I could, I promise you. It's at the end of the hall. Annie, this has to do with you, David. Only you can make it stop. I don't know, Annie. Gosh, please, please. It might be because I think about you so much. I think about you all the time. So stop thinking about me. I don't know how. It's scraping something on the walls, getting closer. Please, David. I love how she blames everything on this dude. Like, what has he done? I'm trying so hard. It's slowing down. Whatever you're doing, it's working. It's stopped. I can't hear anything. Really? Don't go out yet. Stay where you are until the police get there. What should I tell them? Everything, Annie. Everything you told me. I didn't know you felt that way about me, David. Smiley face. I'm so glad it stopped. Can you come over now, David? I really need to see you. Of course, Annie. I'll be there in a minute. Great. I can't wait. Annie? Annie? How do I know this is really you? Annie went offline. Okay, so here's the backstory. So David is this guy, and at his school, he likes Annie. And, Annie... I don't know if Annie likes him. I can't remember. But I know the dude likes Annie. But there's some gay kid at the school who likes David. And the gay kid knows he likes Annie. So the kid goes and kills Annie, takes her phone, and starts texting David to try and get him to come to her house. So he can, like, I don't know, maybe he thinks David will fall for him or something. The kid's insane. And, yeah. So that's the story. So yeah, that was Annie. The original thing is Annie96, I think. It's on every website. I'm going to link this website in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. I really enjoyed making this. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I hope I scared the heck out of you. I will see you all in the next video.